Now, I want to say this. I love the Lachlan Galvin signing. I love it. I think it is an exceptional signing for what we're trying to do in the future.
Yeah,
I love it.
For good money too.
For good money, yeah.
He turned down $1 million offers and more, and the Parramatta offer was more expensive than ours too.
That's right.
So I think it's a great signing. I'm glad. I didn't know what take you were gonna have.
Yeah.
So I'm glad that we're on the same page there.
Yeah.
But I get it if you don't like it. Some people can't see. It's hard to see potential. You can only see the player you've got right now.
That's right. That's right. And you only see what's in front of you or what's going to be happening the next few weeks from when you bring someone in like that. So I love the Galvin signing. I think him coming in was huge for us. Now, for a lot of fans to come in and to have this expectation that Galvin's going to come and do wonders immediately, super wrong. I also thought that it was wrong of the coaching staff to chuck him into first grade straight away.
Yeah.
I also think it was wrong to chuck him straight into 7. He's never played 7 before.
Yeah.
I thought that was so wrong. I think that when you're playing the way we're playing at the time, we got to, remember, 15, 16 rounds were coming first, right? Yeah, we got through a lot of games, like that Canberra game, we came back 20-0 down, was probably one of our best wins of the year, which I'll say was incredible.
Wins of the decade.
Yeah, it was incredible.
Not many wins, to be honest, to count.
Yeah, of course, yeah, but we can take what we got.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. So I appreciated that. I was like, oh, that's fantastic. And it was wins like that and the way we gritted and we got through it, I was like, okay, we're building something great here with what we've got at the moment that we can disrupt teams like at the time like Melbourne. Disrupt teams like Penrith. Not even Sharks. I think Sharks are so average, but that's another conversation for another time. I think they're super average. But teams like Melbourne, teams like Penrith, I thought, and even Brisbane, I thought we could really shake the comp up with the way we were building in those first 15, 16 rounds, right? Then the changes kicked in that absolutely did my head in. Galvin being rushed into the side. My thought was, if Galvin signs, plays cup for a little bit.
Yeah, next year.
Yeah, next year, I don't even mind if he came off the bench later on. I don't mind that. Even if it meant running 2 utilities off the bench at the time with Hayward and Galvin, I didn't mind that. It didn't bother me so much, so long as he got a bit of game time to understand what's going on with first grade, what we're trying to do. Marnie getting... Firstly, the way Marnie's game changed, I'll put straight onto the coaching staff. That grit, he played so well in 2024. It was unreal for us. To take away that grit, that aggression that he had, to take it away from him, we saw how it wasn't as effective as he used to be. Then they hook him for Hayward, which I was completely dumbfounded by because Hayward, when Burden injured his knee round 2 against the Titans,
was good in halves, eh?
Killed it at 6. And I'm like, all right, so we can get him at 6. It was kind of hard to understand how we would put Hayward at 6 and Burden at 7 at the time because that was the big conundrum. Is, with Burden out and him playing 6 and Sexton at 7, knowing that Sexton's not going to be there full time anyway, long term, Hayward at 6 is fantastic. Then he obviously seeing him off the bench with Kurt Mann at lock. I'm like, okay, this guy's a beast.
Yeah, wherever you play him, he's going to be a
animal.
beast. But yeah, 9 doesn't seem like his natural position.
That's the thing. Yeah, and look, Galvin, Hayward, you can't expect these guys to come into a spine position to perform immediately. Yeah. It needs a preseason.
Especially a spine position that they're not familiar with.
That's
both
right.
of them.
That's right. And so that was, for me, that was like, okay, this is really dumb. Because we came up, so like we versed Penrith and we were, mate, unreal they lost 8-6. We were unreal that game.
I was there and that was our best performance all year.
Yeah.
And I felt like both teams would have beaten every other team in the comp 13 plus that
100%.
game.
Yeah, 100%. But we were there for 80 minutes. All right. You're not going to execute every single play. You're not going to get every set right. But we were there. We held them out. We attacked hard with everything good. They scored a try off a...
They didn't score a real try.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And that's my point.
And that was just the arguable goat. Recognizing that everyone was ahead of Matt Burden.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Brilliant. Yeah, that's unreal.
If I'm going to lose, that's how I'm going to lose.
Exactly right. So I see that then they start chopping and changing and I'm thinking, all right, well, why? Things are working out right now. Not, again, to stress. We're not going to win the comp. But you prepare for these big teams. You prepare for these big moments that you can at least compete. Then they go, all right, Marnie, you're gone. Hayward comes in at 9. Feels a bit unnatural. And again, I agree with you on Jamin Salmon. I'm sure as off the field, he's fantastic. Like, how All Dragons says with Kyle Flanagan. Off the field must be fantastic. On the field, don't know what he brings, right? But Simon, I see the same thing. I don't know what he brings. I don't see how he continually gets into our side week in, week out.
There are two better players that play in the
So
lock
much
position.
better.
I
Yes.
know.
Yeah. So for me, it's like, okay, we can sacrifice it. And then they extended his contract. And I'm like, okay, this is just, I'm not understanding.